Hi, everyone. This is Stacy Hall, Attractive Aromatherapy and Chi to Be Wellness. And it is a joy to have you join me for today's Oil of Prosperity as we give ourselves the gift of prosperity and abundance using essential oils. Today, we're going to be exploring all the ways that rosemary helps to make us more attractive to what we desire. Rosemary essential oil, like the herb from which it is derived, performs some really fabulous benefits for us. And first, let's talk about where rosemary comes from. And I'm just going to grab some information for you here. So it's a Mediterranean herb with needle-like leaves and pink, blue, or purple flowers. The word rosemary comes from Latin words, two words, ros, R-O-S, meaning dew, D-E-W, and marinus, meaning the sea. So it's sea dew, dew sea. How they got that, I don't know. But that's what it means. And it is known to stimulate the mind. So when our mind is active and excited and creative, it allows us to be able to see the world in a more optimistic way. I'm sure you would agree with me. And that makes it possible for us to get through challenges that other people might be blocked by. So set out to accomplish something, to attract what we desire. Challenges come up. A lot of people look at those challenges and go, it's just too hard. I can't think. I'm too tired to consider how to either go around that challenge or get over that challenge. I'm just going to stop right here. But rosemary has the power to be able to stimulate the mind to think about, how can I get around this challenge or get over this challenge? Or simply ignore the challenge and keep on going anyway. So stimulating to the mind. It also promotes concentration and focus. Concentration and focus. In fact, there are studies that have been done. One such as where subjects were in cubicles and they were given the essential oil of rosemary to smell. And it turned out that they had better quality of memory and better overall memory than the control group. Even though when they started, their speed of memory was considered slower than the actual control group. So rosemary proved to support the mental system to be able to be more active and more clear and promote focused concentration. Well, of course, if we can stay focused on a particular goal, it's more likely that we're going to be able to achieve that goal. And when we're able to not just focus on a goal, but let's think about this. When we're able to focus on other people, remember their names, remember their faces, remember what they shared with us. We help them to see how important they are to us. And when we make other people feel important, they want to support us. There's a wonderful phrase that says, people don't remember what we say. They remember how we make them feel. So if we want to attract more people into our lives to support us with our goals, then let's help make other people feel like we care about them. And so these ways of being able to focus in on them and remember them and remember what they say to us, very, very important to contributing to our own prosperity. But that said, being able to stay focused on our goals. I work and support people all the time to just remember their own goals. When challenges come up, it's really easy to go unconscious because the pain of being blocked from what we desire can be so great that emotionally we just tune out. Being able to stay focused on what we desire and keep moving forward towards it undeterred by disappointments. If Rosemary can do that for us, of course it's going to make us feel more prosperous and more abundant, and then eventually bring that to us out of our consistent activities. And because of that, it also is known to support decision making and goal setting. Decision making and goal setting. And I have a particular way that I like to make decisions. I call it my solution process. And I like to share it with you. And I'd like you to consider that you might have a choice or a decision in front of you right now. Maybe it's as simple as, do you have fish or chicken for dinner? Or maybe it's bigger than that. And so let me take a moment. I'm going to think about a choice that I know. Okay, very simple. Do I record another video this evening, or do I go rest? Like, what does my body want to do? And yes, some of you may know about doing muscle testing, but we're going to do this using what I call my solution process. And I'm going to use rosemary oil for this purpose. And before I start going through the process of making my decision, I'm actually going to inhale into one nostril, into the other nostril, into both nostrils. And I'm going to bring it back to my heart, which is the energy center that balances my whole body. And now I'm going to ask myself, coming from fear, because I believe that all decisions either come from love or they come from fear. Coming from fear, why would I not continue to do another recording? And my fear is that I'm becoming tired and I won't do as good a job as I would if I rest and come back and do another one tomorrow. Yeah, that would be my only fear, that I won't do as well. Now, the next question I'm going to ask myself is, coming from love, why would I not do another recording right after this one? And it's similar to my fear in that I love myself, and I also am doing these recordings, not just for myself, but for anybody who wants to be more prosperous and abundantly attractive. And I want to give you my best. So out of my love for wanting to give you the best, that's why I would not do another recording in the event that I wouldn't be as fresh and as clear despite inhaling my rosemary oil. All right, coming from fear, why would I do another recording right after this one? And the fear is that if I don't get it done now, I might not have time to do it later. That would be one fear, and I can't think of any others. And coming from love, why would I do another recording right now? I actually don't have an answer for that. It doesn't feel like the most loving thing for me or for others for me to do it. So I have answers to 3 of the questions. And from that place, I'm going to say, okay, of all the answers I gave, which one felt the strongest in my body? Not the best, not the worst, just the strongest. And the strongest was the one coming from love, actually, to not do another recording after this one, to rest instead and come back when I'm fresher than I will be at the end of this one, and continue to use rosemary to keep my concentration and my focus going for this, and to love, love, love on myself and others by taking a rest stop after this recording. So that's what I'm going to choose to do. So that's how rosemary helped me to make my decisions with my process, because I was very clear-headed as I was going through the answering of the questions. And I was able to stay in the emotion of it and the vision of it. And it truly does help me many, many times in my decision-making processes and in my goal-setting processes. It's also known, rosemary is also known to instill inspiration. Just sit with Rosemary. So see if I can give myself more inspirations. I feel fresher, and fresh inspirations, I think, fly or flow on freshness. And to be able to stay in a meditative space, to be able to wait for God's divine inspirations to come. I could see why that would be why Rosemary's been used since biblical times, to be able to attract more wealth, more prosperity, more joy, more abundance. I like it. And it boosts self-esteem and commitment to success. And as you heard me go through my solution process to make my decisions, my commitment felt very supported by the aroma of rosemary to do the best job I possibly can and quit pushing to do more out of fear. And so I believe that when people feel that our energy is love for ourselves, that true love, not the blustery, egotistical love, but a quiet, calm respect for ourselves, a commitment to our success, we convey to them professionalism and grounding and centering and someone that they can trust as well. So that, of course, would attract more clients and people who want to help us achieve our goals into our lives. And finally, rosemary is written about in many different ways for knowing to attract love. If you want more fans, if you want more admirers, then you might want to wear rosemary as a perfume. So that would, again, as I've shown before, that would look like putting some rosemary on our wrists, wear perfume. I'm actually wearing a bracelet that is made out of, those are pearls. I'm looking for the word. It's not exactly yarn, but we'll just call it, it's a type of material that will absorb essential oils to take them in. So that's another way that I can keep my rosemary with me all day, or put it behind my ears. And let's see if it's truly attracts more love from other people, or even better, self-love. Because again, when we are thrilled with ourselves, we appreciate ourselves, we understand all that we have to offer to ourselves, that's the vibration that goes out into the world. And it's that energetic vibration on which the law of attraction, which is not a woo-woo principle, it's actually a scientific quantum physics principle, like attracts like. Not what's on the outer surface, but what's at the core. If I love and appreciate myself, I'm going to attract more people who appreciate me too. If I have tapes running in my head that, and I don't even want to say it, but you know what I'm talking about, when people speak about themselves in less than uplifting ways to themselves, that's what they wind up attracting to them, people around them who say the very things that they've actually been saying to themselves. That's not a fun way to live, at least not for me. So yes, I do use rosemary, and I use it to be able to fall more deeply in love with myself so that other people love being around me too. And if that works for you, that's fabulous. I invite you to join me there at the bottom of the blab. I've given you the link to where our free online class is archived, and there's 11 days. We're in the middle of it right now. Total, there will be 11 days of essential oils, an oil a day to attract more prosperity, more joy, more abundance, more money, more spiritual prosperity, more financial prosperity, based upon experiences people have had through the ages with these oils. And I also invite you to follow me on Facebook at Attractive Aromatherapy. And if you want to see what people are blogging about, talking about when it comes to this online series of classes, then use the hashtag money grows on trees. Money grows on trees. Because it actually does, if you think about the fact that money is printed on paper, paper comes from trees, money is actually grown from trees in addition to the oils that help us attract more of it. Thanks for being with me. As you know now, I'm going to sign off and take a rest stop until tomorrow. Again, thank you for giving yourself the gift of prosperity and abundance with essential oils. It has been a joy to be with you. We'll chat over with you in the Facebook group tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Fragrant evening.